for all human races to come back to the Most High and serve the only God of Israel in spirit and in truth. But these Gentiles have to recognize who the real Israelites are. Yeah.
The Holy Bible. Where did you get the Holy Bible from?
The Holy Bible was first translated in 1611 from King James, which so happened to be a black man who sat on 3 thrones at one time. Get Isaiah 28th chapter and 11th verse. So he knew, the Most High knew that we were going to learn a new language. So he put the Spirit on this black man named King James to translate it into the language his people would be revived in with. Let me get it. Somebody give me that picture of King James you got out there. Give me Isaiah 28:11. You got that picture of King James? Grab that for me. Huh? Who?
Gutenberg, who was actually translated.
No. There were 70 scholars that were pulled in to translate the book from Hebrew, Greek to English. Read Isaiah 28:11. Read.
Isaiah 28:11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people.
So with a stammering lip and a new tongue will he speak to his people. So the Bible had to be translated because God's people were going into captivity. If I was reading Hebrew right now, you would walk down the street. I don't care about marrying to you. So the Most High knew that his people would primarily speak English. And put the Spirit on King James, which so happened to be a Jew himself, to translate our records so that we could be revived in the last days. We're being revived now. We're the children of Israel. Christianity is part of our captivity. Islam is part of our captivity. Hinduism is part of our captivity. I didn't say that. Everyone can follow Christ, but the whole earth is following the pagan Christ. And they're going to hell in a handbasket. The kingdom is for a few. Christianity today is no different than ancient pagan Rome temples. It's no different. They just switched the name from Jupiter to Jesus. Zeus to Jesus. So we're not teaching that Jesus. We're teaching the Jesus written up in the Bible. The Jesus is not being taught in the churches. First of all, his name is Yeshua in the Hebrew, not Jesus. Second of all, if you were really following Christ in spirit and in truth, you would put down all the pagan days that came with your captivity. Nowhere in the Bible does it say follow Christmas. As a matter of fact, in the Bible, Jeremiah 10th chapter tells you that the pagan tree is vain, is the custom of the Gentiles. It's satanic and Babylonian. If you were following Christ, you would not have no Sunday worship. Because the pagan Romans were following and worshiping the sun in pagan Rome, in Greece. So the Christianity, the brand of Christianity we ascribe to today is not the same Christianity we had in Christ's time. We're here to set the record straight. Because even the disciples themselves were called black. Did you know that? You didn't know that either. I'm going to read it. Get Acts the 13th chapter. So there's a reason we identify in color. And it's like people come and ask us questions. Listen, they ask us questions about color when I don't see no one picking in the Catholic Church about this guy. It's when we claim our true identity is when it's a problem. No one questioned when everyone was looking at this guy as Jesus because you were taught to accept it. You was taught not to question it. But now, hold up. I don't see anyone looking at this white image saying, well, hold up. Didn't Christ come for everybody? Why do you have a white image? But yet, when the real Jews say that the Jews are black, it's like now y'all putting it in like we are being some type of separatist. When this was the separatism right here. Believe it or not, there's higher knowledge we should be teaching right now. We should be. But if it wasn't for this, we would not have to harp on the fact that the real Jews were black. Because it was common knowledge before this. Yes. You said King James was a black man. Here you go right there. He's right there.
Where you think he's a black man?
I got that out of the book James the 6th. Look what it says right here. It's all out of the book. Right here.
I don't know. But I researched on the internet. He was a white homosexual. Yeah, because
Sister, who told you that?
who told me that? It's a known fact.
From where?
King James was a white homosexual.
From where? What history book?
Research King
Brother,
James.
I mean, sister, I got the books.
Well, I don't know what book you got that from.
Brother, sister, this is the book of King James, the brother right here.
I don't know. And that
You
is
know
a
what?
white man
And guess
saying
what?
that.
In Islam, they have lied on King James. They push people out of the book into the Quran.
That's not true.
You must be a
That's
Muslim.
not true. Yes, I am.
And there, so
Proud to
continue
say it.
with the lies.
Yes, sir. Proud to say it.
Okay.
Proud to say it. When we came here from Africa, we were Muslims.
And we were converted by Arabs that was raping and destroying our women.
Where do you have that from?
Oh my
Where do you
goodness.
have that from?
History, sister.
All right. Well,
Arabs, how can you have an Arab belief when your people were believing in Christ and believing in Moses before Muhammad was born?
okay. So wait a minute. Who was what? Abraham did not worship Christ. When you go back to the beginning, they did not worship Christ. They worship God. And Islam is to worship Allah.